And let me share the whiteboard. Okay, make it a little bigger. All right, so there are 3 steps when you divide. Okay, now each of those steps have a few other steps. All right, so the 3 steps are number 1, estimate. Okay, that was our lesson yesterday. Number 2, you divide. And number 3, you check with multiplication. Okay, because division and multiplication are inverse operations. So you check your division with multiplication. All right, so the first problem that we're going to deal with today is 224 divided by 8. Okay, so what am I going to do with the 8? Am I going to keep it or am I going to round it? Round it? Okay, so here's my question. Do we know our 8 multiplication facts? Or if we don't, should we know our 8 multiplication facts? We probably should, right? Okay, so the reason I asked that is I could change this to a 10, but usually if it's a single digit number, if it's a 1-digit number, I keep that number because I should know those facts. Okay, and if I don't, I know that I can go to a multiplication chart and I can look them up real fast. Okay, so I'm actually going to keep the 8. Now, I do need to look and see, does 8 have a relationship with 22? Okay, I see Roger shaking his head. Okay, let's go over here to our multiplication chart. Okay, so we're looking at 8. So I'm looking in the 8 column and I'm looking for 22. Do you see a 22? Nope. What's the closest one to 22? 24. Okay, right? So 24 would be the closest, and that's 8 times 3. So we want to use that relationship. All right. So we're going to, instead of having 22, we're going to change that 22 to a 24. And remember, anything after that is a 0. Okay. Now, do I have zeros on both sides of the division symbol? Nope. Okay. Remember, in order to get rid of zeros, I have to have zeros on both sides. So for this problem, I can't get rid of zeros. I have to have this 0 that's there. Okay, so then I just do my facts. So what is 24 divided by 8? 3. Good job, Roger. Okay, and Brandon, good job. Okay, so 24 divided by 8 is 3. But then I do have this 0 that I did not get rid of, and I need to keep that. So I'm going to place that 0 here. So I'm saying that my estimate is 30. Does someone have a question? No? Okay. So are we okay with that part? All right, so that's our estimate. So now we need to actually divide, okay? So I'm going to move you guys out of the way so I have a little bit more room, okay? So I want to make a 3-digit box because this is a 3-digit problem. If it was a 4-digit problem, I would make a 4-digit box, okay? So 224, okay, divided by 8. Now, I like to talk about stickers all the time just because, you know, we can think of stickers. All right. So this time I need 8 stickers in a group. Okay. So in order to, like, I'm putting 8 stickers in a bag. Okay. So if I'm doing the box method, which is what we call this, I don't care about these 2 place values right now. I only care about this one place value at a time. Okay. So this 2 is what I'm looking at. So if I only have 2 stickers right now, can I make a group of 8? I can. I have 2 stickers. How can I make a group of 8? Okay, so yes, listen to how I'm saying that. If I say it the other way around, if I have 8 stickers and I'm making groups of 2, absolutely I can do that, right? But that's not what I asked, okay? So I have 2 stickers and I cannot make a group of 8 out of only 2. So I'm going to place a 0 here, okay? When I divide, these are my steps. We can think of it this way: daddy, mama, sister, brother. Okay, daddy, mama, sister, brother. That's divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Okay, only with the box method, instead of bring down, it's actually like bring over. Okay, so I just did this part because I said I have 2, I can't divide that by 8. So now I do this part. What's 0 times 8? 0. Okay, now I do the subtraction. Well, 2 minus 0 is 2. Okay, and now for the bring over part. Okay, I'm taking this 2 and it's actually going right here. Okay, I'm not adding it to this 2. I'm not saying 2 plus 2 is 4. I'm not saying that. What I'm doing is I'm bringing this place value over so that now I have 22 stickers. Okay, so if I have 22 stickers, how many groups of 8 can I make? 2. What's 8 times 2? 16. What's 8 times 3? 24. Okay, so 24 would be too much, right? So I can't do 3 groups. It has to be 2 groups. So I'm going to place my 2 here. And so 2 times 8, well, we already figured that out, is 16. And then I subtract. Well, if I regroup, what's 12 minus 6? 6. Thank you, Brandon, for answering questions. It would be nice if I heard from other people right now. Okay, so now I bring this over. Again, I'm not doing 6 plus 4 is 10. I'm not doing that. I'm placing this 6 next to this. So now I have 64 stickers. Okay, how many groups of 8 can I make out of 64? Okay, Brandon says 8. Let's double check. Okay, so we're looking here. I'm looking in the 8s, and there's the 64. And yes, he's correct. So 8 times 8 is 64. So that's 8 groups. And if I take away my 64, do I have a remainder? No remainder. Okay, so then what's the last thing that I need to do? Okay, Elijah, what's the last thing I need to do? Look at the steps we wrote on the left. What's the last thing we need to do? What does number 3 say over here? What is this? There you go. Check with multiplication. All right. I'm going to do that part in a different color. Let's do blue. Okay. So I need to do 28 groups of stickers times 8 stickers in a group. Well, what's 8 times 8? Very good, Roger. Good. And 8 times 2 plus the 6. Okay. Good. Yes, absolutely. Okay. So is that what we started with up here? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So then that is our problem. Okay. Are there any questions on that problem? All right. So give me 1 second. I'm going to erase not everything because I want the steps up there still so we don't have to rewrite them. And I need to move you a little bit. And this. All right, so now we're going to try one more problem with the same steps. Okay, so this problem we're going to do is 186 divided by 7. All right, since this is a single digit, I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to round it. Okay, because again, I should know my sevens, and if I don't know my sevens, I can at least go look at a multiplication chart. Okay. So, does 7 have a relationship with 18? No, it does not. So, what would be the closest relationship? Okay, so 7 times 2 is 14. Do we agree with that? Give me a thumbs up if you agree. Okay, good. Now, could I have done 7 times 3? Why not? Okay, well, so here's what I'm going to say. If I do 7 times 2, that's probably an underestimate. If I do the 7 times 3, that's probably an overestimate. But they're still both close enough that I could have used either one. Okay, it would be okay if I use either one. All right. Now, if I choose like 7 times 4 or 7 times 5, that's too far. That's getting far away. Okay. But because the 18 is kind of in the middle of 14 and 21, isn't it? Okay. So because it's in the middle, it's going to be uh, one or the other. Okay. All right. So you, I heard the 7 times 2 first, so let's use that one. Okay. So I'm going to change the 18 to 14, and anything after that is a 0. Okay. Well, again, we have no zeros to deal with this time. So I don't have to cross any of them off. Right, we cannot get rid of any of them. Okay, and most likely because today we are doing dividing by one digit, 3 divided by one digit, you probably won't have zeros today that you have to worry about. Eduardo, I see your hand. Do you have a question? Okay, okay, that's fine. All right, so what is 14 divided by 7? 2. And I still have a 0, so I have to keep that 0. All right. So my estimate is 20. Everybody with me so far? Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and divide. And again, since this is a 3-digit number, I need a 3-digit box. Okay. So a box with 3 columns. And I put my 186 divided by 7. Okay. So 7 stickers, again, 7 stickers in a group. Okay. All right, so again, we only worry about one place value at a time. All right, so if I have one sticker, can I make a group of 7? I cannot. Okay, that's the division part. Now I multiply. 0 times 7 is 0. Now I subtract. 1 minus 0 is 1. And now I bring over. So I'm going to take this 1 and I'm going to place it here. Okay, everybody with me? Okay. How many groups of 7 can I get out of 18? 2. Yes, because 3 would be too much, right? So 2 times 7 is what? 14? Good job, Roger. Okay, very good. I get 4. And then I carry it over here. And now I need to find out how many 7s go into 46. So for this, I want to look back over here. So I'm looking in my 7s, okay, and I'm looking for 46. Well, I see a 42 and I see a 49. 49 is too much. I can't use that. So I need to back up to the 42. And if I come over here, that tells me that 7 times 6 is 42. So that's the relationship I want right now. So I can get 6 groups of 7. And 6 times 7 was 42. So now what does this 4 represent? That's the remainder, right? Okay, that's the amount of stickers that are not in a group. So I can write that as remainder 4. Okay. All right, so what do I need to do now? Check my answer. Okay, so remember we take our quotient and we multiply by our divisor. So 26 times 7. So 7 times 6 is, very good, 7 times 2 plus 4. Okay, is that what we started with? That is not what we started with. Why not? What happened? What went wrong? I'm glad you caught that. We didn't do anything with the remainder, did we? Okay, the remainder's right here. I still need to add that over here. Okay, now is that what we started with? Absolutely. Okay, so that's one thing I want to make sure you know that if you get to the end and you're looking at your answer and you're going, why is my answer not what I have over here for my dividend? Double check and see if you have a remainder that you didn't do anything with. Okay, because a lot of times that's the problem is you forgot the remainder. Okay, are there any questions about that? Okay, I am going to stop the recording right now.